My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam.
I almost forgot. I almost forgot. Did you see my mistake?
Yeah, I did. I saw it as soon as you popped on. I'm like, wow. Look at that bald motherfucker.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
I gave up my identity. Hold on.
Please.
Woo! Indiana is about to pee in everybody's soup, and I love the meltdown online. What just happened? Falcon, I told you before the show I'm groggy. I'm coming out of it, though. I did a fire. It's amazing what Fireball will do for you. I'm coming out of it. I'm feeling energized now. I forgot to put my hat and glasses on, but it's okay. There's snow on the ground. First time this year. You have the team colors on tonight. I hope we were just talking. I hope they don't get embarrassed. How you doing? What are you drinking? What's your prediction for the Browns tonight?
I'm doing great. A little tired, Been kind of a long week already on Thursday. Drinking got a couple of the Rubaeus still, the Founders Rubaeus, the raspberry ale. And again, I'm a diehard, so everybody out there take this with a grain of salt, but I say the Browns will actually pull off the upset tonight.
Why not? They beat the Ravens. The season's over. I got the old Guinness, the creature, my new favorite. We got good topics tonight. I often crap on Michael Carvelis. We've reduced him down to just his show, The Daily Dive. So I want to bring up some things to start this off with. It's called Daily Dive Drama. The triple D, if you will. First thing, Falcon, you've gotten to know Mike a little bit. He tried to give me a topic for tonight. It's like, you're not on the show anymore, buddy. It was a WNBA topic because he loves the WNBA. Do you want to guess the over-under on whether or not that's a topic tonight?
I'm going to say it's not a topic tonight.
Hold on. I wasn't ready.
That was an easy guess. Come on now.
So if you're watching, Daily Dive is the only live lacrosse talk show on the planet. They cover mostly National Lacrosse League. I think they try to go outside the NLL just a little bit. This is the slow time of year for them because the NLL season doesn't kick off, I think, maybe this weekend. But the running thing with Daily Dive is the producer, Joe, never shows his identity. He's there in theory and spirit, but he's never on camera. He doesn't want to be on camera. He doesn't even have his own picture on the social medias. Well, they had a mishap 2 days ago.
Oh, no.
Where Michael Carvelis clicked live and Joe was on the screen, and They freaked out. They got him off the screen. But Michael texted me and he said, as much as you and Falcon crap on me for sleeping through my alarm and not coming on the show, I think you should crap on Joe. Oh, no. That's what just happened. First of all, you don't tell me who to crap on. I am the gamble guy. I'll choose who to crap on and when to crap on them. Just like I'll choose my topics, and I don't need to know what WNBA topic you want to talk about this week.
Hey, you're also going to choose what quality of toilet paper you're going to use to wipe your ass. I mean,
I know. So I just want to give a shout out to Joe, producer Joe of the Daily Dive, because Michael wants me to crap on you. But here's what I know. Okay. Producing these shows on 12 Ounce Sports is way harder than just sitting in your, like, Michael rolls his ass out of bed at 12:30 and goes live at 1. So all the graphics that you see on Daily Dive, Joe made them. All the topics, I think they collaborate on that. All the guests, they get all kinds of guests on there, pro athletes, GMs, front office people. Joe secures those interviews. Joe does all the work. He had one request. Don't let me be on camera. Michael rolls his ass out of bed at 12:45. Said he slept through his alarm, Falcon. Said he slept through his alarm. Like, it's after 12. It's afternoon. What do you mean you slept through your alarm?
Well, to be fair, he does work midnights. Does work nights.
And then he says, Erica says, sounds like he misses the show. He's sending us topics. He's not allowed on for an indefinite period of time. So, but then he purposely goes live with Joe on camera. So, Joe, shout out to producer Joe, Daily Dive. I was with you. What just happened? Why did Michael go live with you on camera? I thought that was wrong. Michael, get up before noon, for God's sake. You're a young guy still. All right, Falcon. One of my employees sent me this. It's a real life what just happened. We don't get to see those very often, right?
That's correct.
Well, that was a little confusing. What is a real life? I mean, we're talking about real life. I'm saying, when I say, just for future reference, when I say real life what just happened, I mean somebody out in real life used our tagline, what just happened. I kind of like this.
He's already got the play drawn up. The guys know what's going on.
The guys are in the huddle.
His guys a little bit of extra time just to stand there and see what's going on. It looks
Watch
like they're
the center.
going to rush out to the line, and then they do. It's a fake. And it's a quick play to Walker. Touchdown!
Oh my goodness! What just happened? I cannot describe. Oh my goodness! What just happened?
Play to Walker. Touchdown!
Oh my goodness! What just happened?
First of all, what just happened? They owe us royalties, by the way. Second of all, there's a few reasons I wanted to play that clip. So I told you one of my employees sent me that earlier this week. Falcon, one of our mutual friends, we talked about if I ever got back into coaching, or if we were co-coaching a team, we had this idea that we would come out if we were underdogs and run nothing but trick plays.
That would be epic.
Every play is a trick play. How do you think that would go? You played college football the same as I did. Would it?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of genius.
They didn't see this coming. I mean,
No.
The other team, the center goes out. This is brilliant. This is actually a brilliant play. The huddle's there. The coach is on the sidelines technically, and the other team thinks they're still talking, and then they quick snap it.
Oh, that's so amazing.
But the thing is about trick plays, though, you can only do. There's some trick plays maybe you could do more than once, like the hook and ladder, things like that. That kind of trick play you're only going to get away with once. But I guess the reason I wanted to play this because that was awesome. The guy said, "What just happened?" That's our tagline. But I'm also thinking to myself, me and Falcon think through this, because you and I are the geeks that used to sit and draw up plays, and we had text-based video games where you had to really be creative and build teams and draw plays. And we played Earl Weaver. We had enter team. Let's think about this. If you came out as an underdog and you said, we're going to run trick plays until they're not working anymore. Well, I mean, they don't always work, but you either run out of them or they've pretty much caught on and you're not going to get away with it anymore. How many plays deep into a game do you think you can get? I mean, aside from our mutual friend and I talking about we should run trick plays every single play of the game, that's not actually reasonable. But how many trick plays deep do you think you could get into a game before you kind of had to go back to a normal offense? I'd love to hear your over-under on that.
Wow. I mean, there's a lot you can do, because even if you just ran the same play over and over and over again, like I'm talking like the formation is the same. So the first play, you give it to the end around, right? The next time it's a reverse. The third time it's a reverse with a flea flicker, but you run them 3 plays in a fucking row, right? If you do that and those types of plays, I think you probably, I legitimately probably get up to at least 20 plays before you.
I guess end around's considered a trick play, right?
I mean, kind of, right? You're going to give a fake up the middle, right? Up the gut and hand it out for the end around. I mean,
well, what you just described. See, this is why I wanted to get into this with you, because you and I are an X's and O's guys. What you just described is a counter. An end around is almost like a counter. You almost have to you almost need 2 handoffs to be a trick play.
Okay, if we're gonna establish that as the criteria, right? Obviously, you would have the reverse. Right?
Yes.
The first one. The second one would be a fake reverse.
Yes.
That
would count.
Reverse, then you sell it again, and boom, fake reverse. The third one would be a reverse with a pitch back to the quarterback.
A reverse pass or a reverse pass.
Or a reverse pass, and the quarterback is just kind of like standing there and just kind of jogs off to the side. You clear everybody out left. It's going left. You clear everybody out left. The quarterback's just kind of standing back there, and then he just trots off, and he's by himself, guaranteed. In high school, yes.
That's why when I coached high school, the reverse was my favorite setup trick play for the next trick play, because you can run a lot off of a reverse. You start with the reverse, then you have several trick plays from the reverse that you get, the throwback to the quarterback, the fake reverse, the reverse pass, not throwback to the quarterback, but straight down the field on a streak.
Oh, there's so many things that you could do, and you just run them consecutively, and they're just going to be like, what in the fuck are they doing? Think about it. If you're on the other sidelines watching this happen to you, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I mean, the clean version would be coaches aren't clean. The defensive quarterback would be like, what the fuck just happened?
Which, hey, by the way, still to this day, one of the best pro ones. And again, you and I remember this one. Do you remember? I think it was a 2-point conversion. No, it wasn't. It was a touchdown. Slaughter, it was the 80s Browns, right? Slaughter jogs off to the side, whatever. But he stands like he's looking like he's on the sideline, but he's actually in bounds right on the edge. You remember that one? And all they do is snap it. He just goes, whoop. Touchdown.
It looked like he was off the field. So, folks, if you're watching, you have to be watching on YouTube or X. So comment. We'd love to know what's your favorite trick play. I'm wondering if there's one we haven't heard of before. Don't be afraid to comment. We'll show it. But I want to know what the people's trick play is out there. So the people on Xland and YouTube, if you feel froggy and want to comment on the show, what's your favorite trick play? My favorite trick play, honestly, I mean, the fumble Rooski is pretty cool, but the hook and ladder, I feel like, is one of the easier ones to fool the defense with. It's probably one of the tougher ones to pull off.
It is.
But if you can,
timing, it's all based on timing right there, and you've got to nail that.
Well, it's not only based on timing, but you have to hope the guy is open. You got to hope he catches the ball. You got to hope his pitch is accurate, and you got to hope the running back coming around to get the pitch doesn't get blocked or tackled or anything.
Right. Exactly. There's a whole bunch of factors right there. Another one I saw online, I don't know, it was probably a couple years ago, was youth football, and I think it's been copied since. Is one of the best ones is, like they get up to the line and the court, just all nonchalantly, the center just kind of hands it, snaps it or whatever, nice and slow or whatever, and the quarterback just starts walking to the sideline with the football, like, whatever, and everybody's on the defense just standing around, all of a sudden he just takes off, gone.
Yeah, that's nice too. I
That's
mean,
a good one too.
There's so many good ones. Hopefully the crowd. What's your favorite trick play? We're gonna move on to the next subject, but if you're watching this right now, X or YouTube, I want to know, because I love that's one of my favorite parts of football is seeing these surprise trick plays. One of my favorite ones. I'll name another one. The fake punt return.
Oh yeah.
The return, not the punting team.
Right.
The returners flying over here calling fair catch. Yeah. And meanwhile, the ball is actually short left. Somebody's grabbing it and running. Because the cover teams just look, they can't see the ball.
Right.
They could just see the returner. That's actually a pretty clever one.
Well, and especially like on Friday Night Lights, right? It's even harder to see because you're really looking, you're really focused when you're the front few guys. You're locked on to the returner.
Especially in the small stadiums we played in, where you have the three poles on each side with the lights, and it does get kind of dark in certain corners of the stadium. So
yeah.
So it's all fun and games talking trick plays, but if you're a Tayon Holloway, it's not fun and games right now. Do you know this guy? No, you don't. I'll go ahead and answer for you. You don't know him.
Not a clue.
No, I know. He plays for Louisville. So I'm going to pull something up here right quick. So Tayon, his name pops right up. It's easy. He plays for Louisville. They had a heartbreaking loss last week. I thought I had this saved, and I apologize. I'm going to go ESPN college football. So anyway, he made a crucial mistake last week, right? And it foiled Louisville's attempt to come back in a big game. And then that's not where his bad day ended. I mean, it gets just worse and worse and worse. We'll go to last week. Good grief, Gamble guy. Let me see if I find their score here. Louisville. I mean, so Louisville was ranked, right? They were ranked 19th. They're playing Stanford, a team they should clearly beat. Yep. Stanford was putting it on them in the second half. 25-14 outscored them. Stanford ended up winning the ball game by 3, but it was because of Holloway's crucial penalty or mistake that he made late in the game. All right, and he's a youngster. I think he's a freshman or sophomore.
Okay.
So he cost them the game against Stanford, kind of ruined their chances at any kind of run in the ACC because it's an ACC loss. So now they're kind of out of the hunt for the ACC championship game. So he goes back to his, I don't know that they live in dorm rooms. I mean, we played little D3 and we didn't really live in dorm rooms. So he went back to his abode, starts rolling up a joint of the hippie lettuce, drown your sorrows. That's what we do. Some of us have the Guinness. Some of us have the wacky weed. Some of us have both. You never know.
Hey,
but it didn't end there. He got in a little tussle with his old lady.
Oh boy.
And next thing you know, he's in jail for strangling her. And I don't know if he's going to get a charge for weed, but what just happened here is like, look, dude. First of all, I feel like somebody within the team should have maybe. I mean, this kid was devastated. I'm not making excuses for him.
Right.
Plenty of people smoke weed. I mean, he shouldn't be physical with his girlfriend. That was a huge mistake. He's getting a domestic violence charge.
As he should.
And again, I'm not making an excuse for him. He fucked up. He deserves to be. You don't hit a woman.
Right.
That's first and foremost. I'm not mad at him for wanting to go home and smoke a joint and kind of get over his huge fuck up. He just screwed Louisville out of a chance at an ACC title.
Yep.
But where is the leadership on the team? Like this young kid made this huge error. He was obviously devastated after the game. And nobody thought, hey, hang out with, like, where's senior leadership? What just happened?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. That's when big brother needs to take care of little brother. And when I say that, right, you're talking about the team mentality, right? It's that seasoned senior that is in the same position group and all that type of stuff, and gets around him and rallies, and said, hey, we need to hang out tonight. Let's get over this. I know that's a tough pill to swallow. Like shit happens. We're human, but yeah, that's kind of a deficiency of leadership for sure. That's a clear sign of it.
Dude, I don't get it, because I played at Mount Union, and there were times where I had a rough practice. I wasn't even a starter my freshman year, and I'd have seniors say, hey, Beck, it was a tough day. Come to the frat house. We'll hang out for a little bit. I mean, yeah, I had a little wild turkey, whatever, but I mean but we looked out for each other. This kid was left to his own devices. He's smoking the hippie lettuce. He's strangling his girlfriend. Now he's in jail. Now he not only cost Louisville a chance at an ACC title, he's in jail. Again, he made that choice to strike a woman, but I'm not as mad at the team. I'm 10% mad at the team, 90% mad at Tayon Holloway. But I'm 10% mad at the team because the seniors, the upperclassmen, the people above them should have been like, hey, that was a tough day. That was a tough day. Let's hang out. I mean, you don't have to party. Just, some communion, some talk. Like, we'll get over it.
Make sure music. Let's watch a movie. Let's, whatever. Let's just hang out and chill.
Do you think that's a lost art, though? Because we're old. I mean, is that a lost art? Everybody's worried about their brand. Everybody's worried about their TikTok and their Instagram. Everybody goes and does their own thing. I mean, there's a reason. We're going to go way off the sports spectrum here. There's a reason, Falcon, that the younger generations are having less and less sex. I mean, our generation wanted to play ball, have somebody play with our balls, and go to bed. Now these guys want to make videos on TikTok. Everybody's left to their own devices. We're going to unpeel a big onion here.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, like, that one bad day may have now, if he had any hopes of being in the NFL, he may have just cost his entire career.
Well, let's be honest. The NFL doesn't mind.
I get that, but it's more and more so. They look at the personal conduct more and more, because if they're going to be off the field, why are you taking chances and giving this guy a bunch millions and millions of dollars? There's less and less teams taking risks like that.
He could just call Jerry Jones. He loves to sign.
You're not wrong.
Jerry Jones loves to sign felons and wife beaters. Actually, he fit right in with the Cowboys. Didn't the Cowboys have like 4 domestic violence abusers a couple years ago on their team?
I mean, you're probably not too far off of that figure,
Can we get sued for defamation if I'm off on that number? Oh my God. Falcon, who are we playing?
What?
Who we playing?
Who?
I love this type of stuff. You don't know any of the topics. For the people watching, Falcon always shows up about 10 minutes before the show and has no idea what the topics are.
Hey, by the way, I am the what just happened, Michael.
Truth be told to everybody out there, I'm 51. I've known this guy on the right-hand side of the screen for 50 of those 51. He's partly why I named this show What Just Happened.
Shit, I forgot to get a hold of you on your birthday. Fucking A.
Yep, because you're an asshole and what just happened.
Yeah.
As a former player, as a former coach, I love this type of stuff. So Texas A&M is kind of at a breaking point in their season. They lost to Notre Dame at home, but they're on fire. They're in line for an SEC title game showdown, which could get them into the playoffs, but they have to play Auburn, who is mediocre. They're like I'm trying to think of a comparable team in the Big Ten. Somebody in the middle of the pack.
Iowa. They're kind of probably like an Iowa, maybe.
Iowa or Michigan. But Texas A&M has their rival Texas next week, right?
Yes, they do.
So the reporter asked the Texas A&M coach, are you worried about your players looking ahead? Here we go.
There's already so much talk about November 30th. It was announced as a night game today. How do you deal with that with your guys and saying, hey, we still have something ahead of us at Auburn? Or is that even a big issue with your team?
I don't think it's an issue. I think when you're in the situation we're in, it's easy to focus on the task at hand. I think, those big games earlier in the year, maybe you look ahead. If we didn't have at stake what's at stake, maybe you would worry about it. I think our focus is single-handedly on on Auburn right now.
What just happened?
Who are we playing?
I gotta hear that again. I gotta hear it again.
It's at stake. Maybe you would worry about it. I think our focus is single-handedly on on Auburn right now.
How do you?
No, we're not looking ahead at all.
No, trust me, bro. What are your sources? Trust me, bro. I'm not looking ahead.
I am not looking past Texas. I mean Auburn.
So if Auburn upsets Texas A&M, please, folks, don't be surprised. This guy, I mean.
You guess what? You could just be like, now I get it. What just happened?
What just happened? So I wonder if that's I do have a counseling certificate from Cornell. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm wondering if that's just a subconscious slip because they were talking about Texas in the press conference and he isn't overlooking Auburn, but it's hard to overlook that comment. Like you wonder, is the team really kind of overlooking Auburn? Because on paper, they should kill Auburn, but your coach is in a press conference saying, trust me, our focus is clearly on Texas. I mean, Auburn.
Auburn, yeah. Because guess what? Honestly, if his players are watching any of the press conference and all that type of thing, and they see that, like, yeah, okay, maybe we don't really have anything to worry about this week. They might decide to just, coach has got us. We're back.
Well, if that's his response, and that was a genuine response, that means their whole week is
they've been preparing for Texas. They've been preparing for Texas all week. That's what they've been doing. I guarantee
their whole week is laissez-faire. They're not taking Auburn serious. I think that's a Freudian slip. I don't think that's a subliminal slip. I think that's a Freudian slip where he kind of told the truth by accident and said, we're not that worried about Auburn. No. We know our eggs are all in the Texas basket. So I'm going to keep an eye on that game. I don't know. That's
that's actually interesting. I mean, when's kickoff for that one? Is that an earlier game or afternoon game? Do you know?
Oh, what just happened? Let me look it up.
I know. I can look it up too.
That's the name of our show for a reason. Hold on. I'll get it for you. I'll get it.
Yeah. All right.
Scores, NCAA football scores. Buckeyes at noon again. My goodness. Okay, that's ridiculous. Texas A&M. It must be a night game. Let's see.
Got to be now.
7:30 p.m. Saturday night. You know what old Papa Gamble guy I'll be doing? I'll be prepping the house for Thanksgiving number 1. We have 2 this year.
Nice.
The problem goes beyond Texas A&M because the Florida Atlantic situation's a mess too. These coaches are all a mess nowadays. Falcon, do you remember when I showed you the video of the handshake between Tom Herman, the former Texas coach, we're sticking in Texas, Ohio State offensive coordinator, Florida Atlantic coach, and the South Florida coach, where the two guys, it was pretty icy handshake?
Yeah.
Well, soon after, Florida Atlantic fired Tom Herman. Tom Herman's not had much coaching success since he left Ohio State to become Texas head coach. Well, Tom Herman, 2 or 3 weeks ago, fired his defensive coordinator. Then They kept losing. Florida Atlantic fired Tom Herman. The interim coach just rehired the defensive coordinator. What just happened?
God. That might be one of the best "what just happened" things I've ever heard.
So,
I mean, seriously, who does that?
Who does that? And the school doesn't care? Like the school is.
Dude, what kind of message are you sending to the players, too? Like, dude, like that is a fucking disaster. That is a train wreck.
Oh, the players have checked out. Come on, we're not.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm saying you check out even more because you're like going, bro, seriously, what the fuck?
So Tom Herman fires the defensive coordinator. The school fires Tom Herman. The interim coach rehires the defensive coordinator.
I mean, I get where the interim coach's head is, right? Like, well, that guy at least knows the players on my D, and he was already here. The asshole left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring him back.
Well, was Tom Herman an asshole? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if he was or wasn't, but I'm just saying. I'm just throwing a little bit out there, right? Playing some words. That's all.
Let's look it up. I'm very interested. Florida Atlantic. I want to see what they give up per game, and see was Tom Herman right or was the interim coach right? Do we know what conference they're in? Maybe the American. I think they're in the American. Hold on.
I think they're in American. Florida Atlantic. Yeah.
Why am I not finding them? Standing. Let's see. I know this is great TV. Yeah, they're dead last. I probably could have saw it there. Stats. Let's go. I want to see what they give up per game. Team stats, scoring. Where's defense? Oh, this site. You know what, ESPN? You can lick my chota. Like, what? You don't. I can't get defensive stats. Like, it's all about the offense nowadays, folks. It's all about the offense. They're giving up. All right, so
yeah,
6 games.
They're in Conference USA, by the way.
Yeah, I got them. All right. So 10 games, 308 points. So they give up 30.8 points per game. So, okay, that's all I needed to know. The defensive coordinator is part of the problem.
Maybe.
What do you mean, right? Maybe?
Well, I'll give you a good example. The Browns.
Hey, if your tire's flat, you don't blame the carburetor.
I get that, but what if? Let's throw a crazy idea out
the
here.
The offense is 3 and out all the time. I get it. Okay.
And you know, not putting their defense in you know, basically giving the opposition good field position every single time. I'm sorry, there's no defense. You know, again, I don't know. You know, I'd have to analyze the statistics and see what the fuck's going on.
Touche. Good point.
Not that far fetched. Look at the Browns.
We couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you over the clapping.
No, sorry. That's okay. So I'm saying it's not that far fetched because look at my. I'm a loyal Browns fan. All you do is look at them in the first, you know, part of the season, and it's 99.9% the offensive ineptitude that is crushing the team because now the defense is put into a bad position over and over and over and over and over again.
Exactly. Oh my God. Florida Atlantic's a mess. Florida State is a mess too, by the way.
Well, yeah.
We are not a mess. We're having a good time. It's what just happened. It's Thursday night. Thursday's a new Friday. It's November 21st. Snow on the ground outside the studio, probably outside the Falcon studio. We're having a good time. We love this show. We love you for watching it. We're not gonna be gone long, so don't bail on us. We're gonna be gone for about 60 seconds. Gotta pay some. I mean, let's be honest. We're not really paying bills. We got to refill our drinks. We'll be right back.
That's it.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them. Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam.
Chair got in the way. I don't know about you, but I love Thursdays. I love them.
I do. I love Thursdays.
You know what soundbite we don't do very often now that Michael Carvelis isn't on the show?
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
I mean, and the only time you did it this week, I believe, is when we were referencing Michael Carvelis earlier.
Exactly. There's only about 7 things in life I can think that's better than a fresh Guinness. Honey, I'm thinking of you. You're one of them. I got to take a sip. Hold on just a second. Thursday is the new Friday. Folks, we appreciate the viewers. If you're either watching on X or YouTube right now, so if you want to chime in, please participate. If not, just sit back, relax, and watch these two clowns just go at it. Oh, you didn't bring any topics. Hold on.
Well, can I give a plug?
Yes.
So, as we talked backstage prior to tonight's broadcast. Speaking of broadcast, last night was my son Alex's high school hockey team's season opener at home against the number 3 team in the entire state. Hockey's big in Michigan. He's been working very hard. He's one of a few sophomores on the team. And they pulled out the 4-2 victory. Way to go, Salem Rocks. Way to represent. The boy played a great game. Just missed burying his first varsity goal, which would have been the game winner at the time. And, they're out to Grand Rapids. They're going to be playing a couple games over the next couple of days against some really good competition. So let's go Rocks.
And we got to get them on 12 on Sport. We got to get Salem Rocks. It's the Rocks, really?
Yeah.
They're throwing rocks.
Hey, Gamble Guy. Next time you're up here visiting, remind me to take you to their natatorium and their swimming pool or whatever, because their motto for their swimming team, and I'm not even joking, is swim like a rock. Dude, like seriously, rocks just sink.
What just happened?
That was a good one, isn't it? I'm like, dude, that's the best motto for a swimming team ever.
Shout out to Jason Gander, who gave me the fireball. This is you shouldn't do this every time I have a birthday. It's dangerous. Hold on.
I remember this. I remember you, Jason, as a fellow person, as a fellow Jason,
as a fellow person.
Thank you for getting Mr. Gamble Guy the fireball. It did kick it. He was kind of. I was kind of worried about you. Going into the show, and he had that fireball shot. What, like a minute before the show? You're like, all right, it's kicking in. Let's go.
That gave me a little energy. I mean, yes, the spice of life, Falcon. The spice of life. Come on. The problem with spice is it usually gives you circle burn the next day. Ow!
Oh damn.
All right, chime in on X or YouTube, damn it. I see people are watching. Are you just going to sit there and watch us two fucking go off on the whole time?
Anything. You could even say, fuck you guys, you suck, and he will put it up there.
Oh, we'd love that. We'd love that comment.
Do it. See,
look, I get
telling you, do something.
I get two fireballs in me. I'm yelling at the audience. No, we love you guys. Seriously, keep watching. Fat guy in a little coat.
Oh, one of my favorites. Good old Tommy boy.
So, truth be told, I love Buffalo Bills fans. I really do. And this took place on national TV. Man titty alert.
Easy dub. I get Nate Burleson's jacket. You're going to have to wipe all that fluid out of your chest there first. Hey, this is everything about Big Sec. I'll wipe my hands. Hang on. It's all right. So listen, if the Bills win, I'm giving them my jacket. I'm a man of my word. All right?
So they made a friendly bet, Chiefs versus Bills. And that dude right there, I'll pause
Bills win.
That dude right there got the red jacket and he put it on. It was pretty hilarious. Look it up on X. Oh, our favorite fan. You don't suck, LOL, like I always say. Love the dance moves. We have a fan. I love it. She didn't need to see that though. No, now she has to see it. Man boobs.
The movies. She didn't want to see
at those.
Movies.
Those are spectacular. I'm going to quote Seinfeld. They're spectacular and they're real.
The man's-ear, the bro.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down for a minute, though. What kind of outfit is that? Like, what just happened?
Seriously, dude. He's got overalls on, but he's only got one side.
He does only have
up. And he's only doing it, so it's like a sling, so his titties just kind of droop on out there. Like, hey, I just want to walk up there right now and almost tempted, like, hey, let me suck on those fuckers, because they're kind of.
Oh, no. No, you didn't.
I did. Wow.
We have a comment. I think they're bigger than mine, she says. Like, dude, did you just say what I think you just said?
Yeah, whatever. We're all having fun here, so.
How? No. There's a point where the fun becomes weird. Did you just say you want to suck on his?
I mean, no.
Do we need to have an intervention?
Come on now. Really?
I'm actually liking the Santa hat, but if you look behind him at about 1:00, you see a Bills fan. It looks like if you look close enough, that blue furry hat has horns coming out of it. I mean,
it does. What is he, a fucking Viking? That's what it is. It's a Viking buffalo. Well, actually, they're actually probably buffalo tusks. They don't have them. They don't have tusks.
Do the Bills?
What the fuck is that? That's weird.
Do the Buffalo Bills fans have more fun than anybody else? My goodness, what just happened?
One of our somebody we went to high school with, and all the way back into kindergarten.
No names, please.
No names, exactly. He played basketball with us on the JV squad, and
narrow it down.
What? I am narrowing it down. Is that good?
What's it rhyme with?
Huh?
No, we played with 10 other people in the JV squad.
I just know that the last syllable is cock.
What? That didn't help
at all.
No.
How about chuckles?
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I believe he either lives in Buffalo or near Buffalo, and I know he's a huge Buffalo fan. By the way, shout out, great dude. Seriously, he's always was a great dude.
Chucky Cock. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. Oh my God, what is going off? Towel off, coach.
Reminds me of the Howard Stern movie or whatever. The whole you can't say cock. What about let's play a word game. A doodle do blank. A doodle do. That would be cock.
That's before he became an 80-year-old woman. But I digress. Hey, towel off, coach. Towel off. I love this. Watch this. We're hockey fans, so.
Looking for on that power play. Shots from the perimeter. Not a lot of sustained pressure, not a wearing down the Nashville penalty kill. And as you'd mentioned already, Berkey, that penalty kill is outstanding.
Here it comes. Hold on.
First second on the road. Only giving up 3.
Did you see that?
First.
What just happened?
It's sort of like in the sidelines of the football stadiums and stuff. They've got those those things they put their helmets on right behind where on the bench or whatever. I bet you the dude's like, there's the towel rack. Oh shit, sorry, coach.
How do you accidentally do that? Does he hate his coach?
That's awesome.
What's awesome is it's got dirty ass stinky sweat on it, and this guy's in a suit. Yeah. That's a hell of a tie. If I'm going to be honest with you, that's a next level tie right there. Purple tie, purple silk tie. I sometimes have to wear ties in my corporate world. I'm telling you, that's a next level tie right there. And he's got.
I'm trying to see what's on his lapel there. What's on his lapel?
He's got dirty, salty.
But what is that on his lapel there, Gamble guy? Can you tell?
My Irish part of me is gonna come out. How the fuck would I know?
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. Maybe random, maybe you just know some random shit. Like, that is the emblematic symbol of the rice god. I don't know. Just come up with some shit.
Is there a god for rice? Seriously, this is salty, dirty, probably who's playing? Nashville, Seattle, maybe Seattle hooker juice. All over the coast.
Ew.
Wow.
Seattle hooker juice. Really? Is that where the show's going these days?
Seattle hooker juice?
That's what you said.
You could bottle that shit up and sell it. You'd be all right.
Jesus, Murphy. Yeah. That's turning everybody into fucking zombies.
Hey, can you guess what the Kent State football coach makes a year?
I know they're pretty fucking awful, but I guess probably at least 200,000.
I think the Kent State football coach, I think Kent State's the only team without a win this year, if that helps.
Yep.
Akron just kind of dominated them. Okay. So you're saying at least 200. No, I want you to guess what his salary is.
Let's say $350,000 a year.
You're not far off. $475,000 a year, which is not much to be a Division I football coach. But when you suck as bad as Kent State, that actually seems like a bargain. For the coach. That seems like the coach is stealing from Kent State because
absolutely 100%.
They haven't even sniffed a win. Let me bring that up. They haven't even. Go ahead. You go with your thought.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the Gamble guy right now, and I know for a fact that if Kent State offered you $475,000 a year,
I'd win 3 games a year.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you. I'm not just telling you just because you're my friend. I'm just saying, like, I know for a fact, without a doubt, you'd be like, yes, this is the dream for me. I don't have to do anything else other than fucking football. Dude, you would be a legend.
Oh, yeah. I would win 3 to 5 games a year. And I'm actually pretty confident in that. And I know people are like, oh, the male ego.
Right.
I've actually won coach of the year before at a much lower level than college football. But I'm looking at Kent's record or their schedule right now. They did sniff a win. They lost by 2 to they lost by 2 to Ball State.
That's right. And that Ball State's got a decent program, right?
Still? No, Ball State sucks.
Okay. They used to.
So they also lost by 6 to St. Francis, PA, but that's a lower division team.
Yeah, that's a Division 1 AA, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ball State is 3-7. They lost by 2 to them. So Kent State hasn't even sniffed the victory. Really. I mean, almost Ball State. So they're over. Their coach makes $475,000 a year. He and his wife are renovating their home, and they used a credit card. And he decided he's not going to pay it. So he's getting sued by an Ohio bank. He owes $23,852.09 plus interest. So probably like $32,000. He makes $475,000 a year. I have no debt. I'm not going to say how much I make, but I don't make $475,000. Okay. I make a healthy living, but I don't have debt. Like, what is the Kent State coach doing? Seriously, why aren't you paying your? What just happened?
Oh my God, dude, that is amazing.
Like, how does that happen? Seriously.
I mean, no. I mean, even if you just have to go down to the basics, right? Think about this. He's a Division 1. Doesn't matter what school he's at. He's a Division 1 college football coach. I think you could hire somebody, or the university would have somebody on staff, or somebody that's an accounting major that would, say, "Hey, dude, we'll balance your checkbook for you."
Like, can he not balance a checkbook? That's what I'm wondering. Like, does he not know how to do that?
Maybe not. Maybe he's a savant. Maybe he's just a football savant. Maybe he just has
a football savant. They're 0-11. Did you just call him a football savant? He's not even good at football. He's not even good at what he's paid to do. You think he's going to balance a checkbook? What just happened?
There it is. What just happened?
You just said maybe he doesn't know how to balance a checkbook. Maybe he's just a football savant. He's coaching the worst team in football.
Well, the problem is he is a Cleveland Browns football savant. So he watches everything the Browns do, tries to translate that, and it doesn't work so well.
Do you know this for sure? His name's Kenny Burns. You know him?
Kenny Burns? Kenny Burns.
Do you know? You said he watches the Cleveland Browns. You lost me there. I didn't know does he actually have ties to the Browns?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, well, he was actually hired by Kent State in December 22 after a long stint working with Minnesota coach PJ Fleck. The Golden Flashes are 0-11 this year after 1-11 last year. So he's 1-22 as a head coach. So he's just as bad at coaching football as he is balancing his checkbook.
Hey, I got it. Yeah, let's go for the Kent State position, and I say we because you already know I would be super valuable on your staff.
Who the hell is going to hire us? Another another what just happened. Wendell Smallwood. I mean,
what a name. Poor guy, Smallwood.
what is you doing? What is you doing? This Eagles running back, I don't know if you know him. He's facing up to 50 years in prison after being charged with defrauding the federal COVID-19 relief programs. He falsified documents to get COVID-19 relief. He's a fucking NFL player. How much fucking money do you need, you idiot?
Oh, career over.
What is you doing? Why did he do this?
Oh
what just happened?
Like his life is set forever until this happens. Like, what in the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Why would you do that? And it must be serious because his charges include wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the IRS. Like, you don't try to defraud the IRS. Like,
oh, dude, that is not somebody you want to pick a fight with.
I mean, he's got plenty of these guys. Oh my God. I think I have a niche as I get older and I need to retire from my day job. I'm wondering how I could parlay this into just being a consultant to young pro athletes. And it'll be under the guise of just making good choices. Like, they could call me. No. This is my business idea. Logical decisions by the gamble guy. Like a random defensive back for, say, the Titans can call me on a Friday night. I'm almost like an agent. I'm not an agent, but I'm like an agent. He'd be like, hey, Beck, I was invited to this party where there's coke and hookers. No, dumbass, go home and play video games. Boom, I just earned my salary. Like, yep. Do you guys keep getting yourselves in trouble? Like, you play a game.
But here's the issue, right? Every NFL team has, like, I don't know what the actual title is. I know for the Browns back in the day, Jim Brown was
bullshit.
Well, I'm saying, like, Jim Brown legitimately took it to heart to do that. And I know Kevin Mack did too, because I got to meet Kevin Mack. Dude, he was very emotional about, like, just talking about, like, all the stuff that he, has to talk to. Like, he said the big one is just rookies, like, just saying, like, yeah, you just came from college. Now you got this huge payday. You gotta live your life responsibly. And he said he hammers that into every single rookie that he dealt with. Now, this is 10 years ago when I met him, so I don't know what his involvement is nowadays, but this is coming firsthand. I agree with you, though.
They just terrible decisions. We're up against it. The NBA seems desperate. First of all, they're doing this weird Emirates thing right now. Like, they're trying to make a soccer thing out of it.
Yeah, the in-season tournament. This second year for it. Yep.
It's called the Emirates something, but it's like you have group play, and then after group play, you have a knockout stage. It's stupid. Yep. I mean, honestly, they're desperate. This just happens to be, to quote George Carlin, just happens to be after we just saw this report that the NBA is hemorrhaging viewers. So then they just came out and said that they're switching their format for the All-Star game in an attempt to improve their product. They're going to have 3 All-Star teams, 8 players each, and then whichever team wins the Rising Stars games will be the 4th team. Like, what just happened? The NBA is out of control. You're losing viewers for specific reasons. First of all, nobody knows where the hell to watch your games. It's on 8 different streaming services. Fuck you. I have 3. And second of all,
no, that's number one. Like, you take care of that problem, that probably covers 70% of their issues right there. Just that. Because I don't know where to fucking watch them either.
I have no idea where to watch. Right. I can't even watch the Cavs. They're on Bally Sports, and I have
you're 58 miles away from fucking downtown Cleveland.
I know, and I can't watch them unless I take on like a 12th streaming service. Like, seriously. And then the product itself is bullshit. Like, it's all offensive oriented, so they can take 5 steps.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody plays defense. Everybody's like, get out of here. Get out. Go. I'm not going to watch it. I'm done. I don't care. I'll watch hockey. I don't give a shit.
I love hockey, man.
What just happened? Dude, it's been 3 weeks since Michael Carvelis this is our 3rd show without him, and every time I look down at the clock, the hour just, I mean, we're over. We're over right now.
Yeah, we're an hour 1. Yeah.
We could probably go 2 hours. Michael, I'm just teasing. What?
Oh, no, nothing. Hey, we'll talk backstage.
All right. I'm just teasing, Michael, although I'm not teasing about the earlier subject. Joe, the producer, does all the work on Daily Dive. You roll your ass out of bed at 12:45. You eat a couple chicken McNuggets from McDonald's, and then you get mad at Joe because something didn't go your way. Now, that's the truth, baby.
I want to contradict you a little bit because he's a good dude, man. Like, overall.
Oh, I love Michael. Michael's my son.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, he'll get it figured out, right? He's one of those that's gonna be a late bloomer, is what I'm gonna say.
No, he's my son. That's why I rail on him.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
Thursday's the new Friday. Raise your Guinness. Raise whatever you're drinking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments, Erica, our number 1 fan. I thank you for the viewers. We had 2 NCAA Division III college tournament volleyball matches today. I mean, 12 Ounce Sports is on the rise, folks. Keep an eye out on our schedule, 12ozsports.com. Falcon, I'll see you backstage because we have to do our backstage pass for the viewers on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's when it gets good, folks. Check out our YouTube page at 12ozsports. Falcon and I do a backstage pass little thing after every show. That's when it gets real crazy because we don't filter ourselves.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like